Hey YouTube, good afternoon. Stacy Shine a Light here, back with another word of encouragement for anyone who may need it. In my last video, I had touched on some of the things that I endured during my divorce and how I came through it with the help of God. And I talked about some of the personality traits that you may experience when you are dealing with, in particular for me, it was a covert narcissist. But in general, when you are um, in a relationship or have been in a relationship with anyone who suffers from the narcissistic personality disorder, there is typically a consistency with some of the abuse tactics that they use against their victim. They are very much attracted to people who have very empathetic personalities. So they are attracted to empaths and people that have the light of God within them. Why is that? That is because narcissists are empty vessels. They go through life wearing a mask because they're empty, they have no sense of self, and everything about them is typically based on a lie and what they want to project to try and trick people into believing they are someone that they are not. So they are attracted to empaths because they need to feed off of your energy to fill that empty vessel who is them. Empty vessel. So they will target people who have the light of God, who are very empathetic, loving, forgiving people. And again, that is to fill their vessel, but also because they know that a person who is empathetic and very caring will be just a little bit more tolerant of their tactics and their BS, because they are going to be the ones that want to try to work on the relationship and save the relationship and help the person, the narcissist that is abusing them, help them get the help that they need so that they can, get the healing and help and therapy and all the things to try and save the relationship. So a person who is an empath is going to be, the person that will be much more tolerant of the narcissist's nonsense, right? So with that said, once you have identified that you are a victim of narcissistic abuse, it is very important that you tap in to the leading of God, stay vigilant, stay prayerful, and allow God to lead you to your deliverance and freedom. If your goal, and hopefully it is your goal, to get away from the narcissist because their objective isn't anything good for you, they do not want to change, they do not think that there's any reason for them to change. So in staying with them, you are subscribing to, more abuse, more darkness, and more lies, more projecting, more gaslighting, more deflecting, lack of accountability, word salads. I could go on and on. But if you are ready to be set free, there are certain things that are going to be vital to your freedom and your deliverance. And the first thing is, as I've said before, being led by God, staying in your word, fasting so that you can hear God when he is leading you. For me, myself, I was blessed to have God give me instructions and give me, important things that I needed to know about my ex-marriage in a dream, right? But he doesn't talk to everyone the same. So he may give you messages in a different way. So it's very important to be listening, be seeking God so that he can lead and guide you. The main focus of the narcissist, aka Satan, is to distract you and keep you off of your square. And once they know that you are onto them, once they know that their slip has been left hanging and you see what lies behind the mask, what is behind the mask called narcissism, they will amp up the attacks because they do not want you to expose them. What the narcissist fears most is exposure. They want to continue deceiving, deflecting, and keeping everybody under the false pretense of this persona that they have curated for themselves. So just know that once you let them know that you know who they are, and sometimes I wouldn't recommend doing that because that could become very dangerous. That could become dangerous. You'll have time to say everything that you want to say, but the main thing is to be safe, to get away from the narcissist. And once you are in a safe space, you can say all that you need and want to say. But just know, if you prematurely let them know that you know who and what they are, but you haven't figured out an exit strategy, that can become a dangerous situation, because once they know that you know, the attacks will start being, the attacks will ramp up. They will start to escalate because now they need to, put a muzzle on you so that you do not let the secret out and you do not expose them. So it's important for you to focus on yourself and pray for God to get you out of the situation before you do a whole lot of talking to the narcissist about who you know them to be. What else? Not only do they fear exposure, but the biggest thing that one of the other biggest things that they want to do is keep you from your God-given purpose and destiny. So in keeping you distracted, in keeping you in the narcissistic fog, that keeps you away from what God has for you and the destiny that God has prepared for you. More often than not, that narcissist, aka the devil, can see your destiny better than you can. So that is another reason why they target you, because they're typically, when you're talking about a person that has the light of God and an empath, typically what God has for you, if you're not already doing it, it has to do with doing work for the kingdom of God, whether it's, leading more people to salvation, helping mankind while we're here, in this life, whatever it is, it's doing the work of God with a loving heart. And Satan doesn't want that. He wants to keep you distracted so that you do not get to that place of purpose. So again, it is important to focus. Allow this to be the moment where you are selfish, where you are just focused on yourself, because you have to save thyself. That is the first law of preservation, saving yourself. So just stay focused on that. Do not try to avenge yourself. Like I said, don't try to expose the narcissist just yet. Don't try to vindicate yourself. Don't try to avenge yourself. And do not, start talking to other people. Don't do that until you have planned your exit strategy. Okay? And the only way to do that in a safe way, again, is to seek God. Okay? Keep God first. Seek God and all his righteousness, and all these other things will be added unto you. So I can't stress enough how important it is to stay at the feet of the Lord, stay in his word, fast, ask for his leading, and he will see you through this. Do not engage with the narcissist when they try to provoke you, when they gaslight you. Disengage, shut it down, and gray rock them. Ignore them and focus on yourself and getting set free. Okay? So that's all for today. If this video has encouraged you in any way, like the video. If you think it may help someone else, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hop down in the comments. If there's anything that you heard or anything that was said that you would like to get the conversation started on, please comment. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, don't ever be afraid to let your light shine. And I'll see you guys next time on Stacy's Shining Light. Bye-bye.